Hello friends, welcome back to the new tutorial of the Angular. Today we are going to learn about the host binding. Those who haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe my channel, and if you like the video, please do like, share and comment on my video. Let's get started. In Angular, property decorator like host binding are used to bind the properties of the host element. It might be the CS class, font size, color, it could be anything. Okay, the host binding decorators make it easy to dynamically bind the properties such as classes, styles of the host element. Angular automatically checks the host binding during the change detection, and if binding changes, it updates the host element of that directive. Okay, so what do you mean by the host element? Host element in Angular refers to the HTML element in the DOM to which a directive or the component is applied. This element acts as the host for the directive or the component's logic. For the component, it could be app root, right? App root element is the host for the app component, and for the directive should be the div. Okay, the div element is the host for the app highlight directive. Okay, so in this I'm going to create a app highlight directive, and this for this I'm going to apply the css styling to this div element. Let's have a look of that one. Okay, so these are the some basic syntax. Host binding, we have the property. Okay, so here you can see that the basic syntax is host binding the property, whether whatever is property like class dot valid or something. Okay, so you have to define the property name, then it should be a string. Okay, and the property name, the property of the host element you want to bind, like class, style, attribute, etc. Dynamically adds or remove a class on the host element based on the condition. So this is our task that we are going to do: dynamically add or remove a css class on the host element based on the condition. Okay, so first of all we have to create a directive with the help of ngd highlight. Highlight is my name of my directive. Skip the test cases. Okay, so just copy and paste it. It will create the directive. Currently I have already added this command, so highlight directive already added. Okay, next, so this is our directive, right? So here I am using the input at the rate input decorator. Okay, is highlight to be a boolean, by default is false. Okay, so bind the class dot highlight, okay, property of the host element like this. Okay, so with the help of the get method you are going to get the class, okay, is highlighted, what's the value is, and return that one, whether it's to be a true, whether it's to be a false. Okay, and here I'm going to add the background color for this. Okay, so let's add in the app component dot css, app component dot css, where it is. Let's add this. Okay, fine, we have added this. Now in the parent component we have to use this. Okay, so in the parent component, here we have, right, so in the parent component we have import the highlight directive. Okay, we don't require this. Okay, because all the things are coming from the directive. And if I go to the HTML part, so here you can see that, so how we are using this one, app highlight, this is our directive. Okay, so if I click on it you will get to the directive, right? So this is a highlight directive. Okay, and now is highlighted is defined over there. So this is how you can use the methods in the highlight directive. Here you can see that we have is highlighted, whether it's to be a true or false. If it is true, then is highlighted class is added. Okay, highlight. Let's have a look to the front end. Okay, just reload this. I haven't restarted yet, so here we go with this one. Yeah, it's already working. Let's go and check. So class highlight would be added, right, if it is true. Okay, let's inspect this, and on the top of it the class highlight is added. Here you can see that. Okay, and the second one it's not added. If I go and check my component HTML, if it is true, then add the class. If it is not, don't add the class. And the class highlight is added. If I just add the CSS, okay, so this is how it will work. Okay, so this is the way that we can go with the directive. If I want to put the background color to all of this, I can also attach the background color. If I want to go with the font size, you will also attach the font size like this. I will show you. We have a syntax already. So here you can see that style dot color. Okay, so here host binding style dot color get color return this color, whether it's to be true, whether it's to be a false. Okay, on the behalf of this you can also add the colors also. Okay, pixels also, right? Style binding also supports the style unit extension, that is style dot width dot pixel, so you can also add that one. Okay, this is clear. Next, okay, at the rate host binding class dot highlight binds the highlight CSS class of the host element to the highlight class getter in the directive. Okay, so this is, here you can see that we have a highlight class getter. So if I go over there, here you can see that we have a getter get highlight class, right, in the directive. The highlight class getter dynamically returns the true or false based on the is highlighted input. Okay, so on the behalf of it, we can, if it is true, then class is applied, otherwise it not. Okay, now binding the host styles with host binding. Okay, so here I'm going to apply some of the CSS. Okay, so here I'm going to add the background color. Okay, so I can use this background color. Let's use here background color. Okay, and here I'm going to add the background color for this. Okay, style dot background. Okay, so I need to go with the background color before it is highlighted. Now we have a background color. Let's add this in our component.html. So I will go with, let me go back. Okay, in the parent component we have to go with this one, background color. By default it's gonna be transfer, act as a property right now. So this is added, and otherwise one more thing we can do, we can define the let's add this. So this is the way that it will work. Background color, since it is a known property of the template, we have to change this with highlight. So it should be app highlight. I need to add it because on the top of it is there, so I need to just copy this and need to add it date here. Okay, now you can see that the background color is applied. Okay, so whatever the property you are going to define it, like is background is highlighted, always come with this one, the property binding. Okay, so this is property binding, whatever the color, but you can make it dynamic. I have the one thing that I have. Okay, so here you can see that host binding style background color. Okay, so this is how you can add this one, and here you can see that this background color this. So like whatever you want to add, you will go with like this dot bg color on ng in it, you can just set the color this dot bg color, this dot text. Okay, so this is how you can apply the CSS also. And anything else we have left with, I think the key points are there, advantages are there. Okay, so the key points are host binding simplifies the binding to the host element properties without using the class style or the other attribute bindings in the template. So without using the template, we can go with the host binding and we can bind the dynamic classes, CSS, and everything. It's particularly useful for the reusable directives where you need dynamically control the appearance or the behavior of the host element. In that case, let's suppose the color would be the same to all of the things. Here you can manage this. You can bind the attributes like attribute classes, styles, even the properties of the host element. Advantages: keeps the template cleaner by handling the bindings in the directive or the component class, provides a centralized way to manage the host element behavior. Any doubt, any query in that, do let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day.